guy.
Hey, what's up, dog?
What's going on with you?
Man, I can't call it, man. Just quarantining, you know?
We all
That's,
doing that, bro. We all doing that.
yeah, how about you?
I'm same thing, man. I'm home in the office right now, just in a hole. It's my little hole, man. This is where
Gotcha.
I quarantine at. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, I got my little back house, my little man cave, I call it. Just back here, just vibing, man. Playing video games, all that right now. So
I hear you.
yeah.
Where's home?
Man, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm from California, man. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, a little bit outside of LA,
Okay,
but from the West Coast.
got you, got you.
What
But
about
you have
you?
DC origins, right?
Yeah, I was born in DC. My mom lived in Maryland, Silver Spring.
Okay,
So I go back there a lot to visit her.
okay,
Ever since I was a little kid, but I moved down here in LA when I was 8, and then just
okay.
fell in love with it, and been here ever since, dog.
So you playing video games? So your character in that show, you really true to that, man. You out here playing games and
I mean, I played a little bit in college. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like everybody played in college. With the
yeah,
homies. I played ball in college, so I used to play with my teammates all the time.
yeah,
But then after college, I just stopped playing because I'm like, then I got to get a job. I'm like, let me get on my grown man stuff.
absolutely.
And but then because of quarantine, I just start recently picking up again. And the show, like you said, my character was doing esports, which is
Yeah,
which is what video game and everybody call it now. And they got like big, they got big tournaments. Like it's big time now. It's a lot of money into it actually.
yeah.
So
It's
I
a
got I
good,
got
it's a
with this
good
company
business too.
called Players Network out here in Cali, and we just be streaming from the crib or in the office and just be playing Call of Duty Warzone, and I think they playing 2K now. When the new Madden come out, we just kind of just playing playing against each other
So you did you learn more about esports from your role through your role, or did you know already?
through my role for sure. Like I kind of knew about it a little bit, but I just didn't know how big time it was
Got you.
actually. Like I know about it, I heard about it, but I thought it was kind of like it was like the people that play like them different games like Final Fantasy.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
no offense to them type people, it's a great game, but I like more sports games.
Yeah,
So it was just a different crowd, and with the show and seeing what they did and talking to people, I was like, dang, it's big time, and just seeing like they offer scholarships now for
yeah,
some kids, kids young making good, good money. You can go professional, but
right,
their careers only last so long. Like it's only like maybe like 2 years for most people. So
right.
it's kind of like playing like a sport, like a real sport a little bit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
And your origins with UCLA, right?
Yeah. I went to UCLA for undergrad, man. Go Bruins. All the
Yeah,
Bruins in
yeah.
the house.
How'd that
Yeah,
go for you? Explain how's that? Would you learn there? Like, how was your development there?
man, it was cool. I grew up probably like 12, 15 miles away. So wasn't too far from the crib. My dad actually relocated when I started there when I was a freshman. So it's kind of like I went to school out of state because I didn't have my parents, but I'm
Mhm.
from LA, so I kind of had that independence. So it
Got
was
you.
it was different, man. But it was an amazing time. Got a full ride scholarship. Got a free education. Got that brotherhood. Different from
Yeah.
the frat, but that brotherhood with my teammates, and learn about just hard work, man, and
How was
compete.
it? How was it navigating that? Because I had the same thing going on campus. Like I was on the basketball team. I had that brotherhood. Then I had the bros, and then I always did my best to try to, bridge the two.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm spring 17. I did a grad chapter, so
Okay.
it wasn't really even like UCLA's Lambda,
Yeah.
and it's citywide, so it's different. So it's so many different schools where I feel like other places that I've traveled to, like each school normally has their own chapter,
Right. Right.
but here they put like 5 schools together and they all kind of spread out. So it was just doing it was just different, like the whole D12, it's just different, like the frat and the sororities out here.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
but it was cool, having my teammates, man, having my brothers, because it was kind of, we all was going through things together and growing. We young men, we boys, and it turned into young men, and just learn about competition, because at UCLA you got to compete with the best athletes in the country,
Yeah.
and you got to compete with the best students academically. So just trying to staying with my school, time management, of course. And just, just trying to stay focused because my ultimate goal was to go to the league. So was trying to stay focused and go to NFL.
Yeah.
And better
How
my
did that affect you
situation.
when you fell short of that?
You said what?
I said, how did that affect you when you fell short?
Man, it was tough, man, because, like, it's almost like you losing the love of your life, I feel like. Like, you pursue something so long. But, it taught me a lot about, it was just tough, man, because I put so much energy, and that's all I wanted to do. And when they told me it was over, it's just like, just break your heart. But, they say one door closed, another one open. I definitely was, depressed, a little down at first. Just because I just didn't know what I wanted to do,
Let's talk about your mental health at that point, because I normally start off with like a mental check-in. So I'd love to just hear about how your mental was at that point when you found out that your dreams couldn't become a reality.
Man, I mean, at that time, man, it was tough, man, because like all my friends, they was in the league, they was pursuing their dreams. I'm back home, I'm broke. I ain't got no car, man. Like I didn't have no car. My car got stolen. Like during the process of me training, I broke up with my girl. I ain't had no girl. No job. Job was just like everything. It just was like everything. I'm just getting punched. Like I'm just getting punched, and it just getting worse and worse. But it took a lot of. It helped me grow, man. It took a lot of time. Took like a little bit of time to get me up, get my spirits up. But I was like, you know what? I just can't feel sorry for myself. You gotta figure it out. You gotta just keep going. And I was like, whatever I'm going through, it's this being in the crib ain't gonna do it. I gotta get out in the world. I gotta figure it out. So I just finally just accepted the challenge. Like, I don't know what I want to do. So I'm open to anything. Like I know what I don't want to do. But I'm like, I was open, and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna figure it out, man. Like I was motivated from my boys. I was like, you know what, I want them to keep pursuing what they doing, and I'm gonna figure it out. And then then I start finding God in my life too. So I start really like going to church, praying a lot, reading the Bible a lot. So I think that's really when it all kind of turned around when I found the Lord, because I feel like after all of that, I didn't have no choice but to get down on my knees and just pray and just like ask God to just guide me, and then he guided me to acting, man. And it's been it's been an amazing journey so far.
Absolutely. And so how did that process start? Did you shoot for any other roles before you got that one role right there?
I did commercials. Like I was doing commercials, just background, like not saying nothing, like never talk. I'm in full pads, like on some football. I'm on like my football thing, because I was still kind of in shape, still looked that part. So I was doing that. And then I, through the grace of God, I got an email through my coaches at UCLA, and they told me about an opportunity to audition for Ballers. So I just got the email, man, talked to my pops about it, and just went for it, man. Just took a risk. Cause I honestly didn't even know it was like really acting. I thought they needed like people behind the scenes, background and all that. So that was all I initially thought, but then they sent me the size, and like I said, talked to my pops, and he was like, man, just go for it. Like, what you got to lose? And he's like, you ain't got nothing going on right now, just go for it. I was like, all right, you right, pops. So I just went for it, man. Sometimes you just gotta just take that leap,
That's big, man, because obviously, I think you were blessed before that. You got a full ride. You got your degree. And then that's a blessing in itself, because you weren't in the moment. For you probably felt like you were down, but you were really up in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I look back, it just made me just grateful. You know what I'm saying, dog? Just grateful. Like even right now, it's quarantine. We going through this, we going through that. But I'm just grateful for the memories I done got, and everything the Lord done blessed me with. And just try to look at what you can look and say what you don't have right now, or I need this, I need that, I want to do this, but look at what you went through and what you do got, and just be grateful for that.
Now are you able to film with all this going on?
Nah, man, filming is right now shut down. They just came with an article, like one of my co-stars, he just filmed a movie in California, but they did in like 2 weeks, and like I don't know, they like that was a different circumstance, but for everything else, it's been shut down, man, since March. Really, like it's been crazy.
Yeah, because I can only imagine what, especially in your area, like LA, there's a lot of people just sitting and waiting
Man,
to get
sit,
this
man,
type of
and like,
film.
you know, either just started and like was about to, you know, people got the roles of their life, drink, you know, got their
Yeah.
dream role, and they couldn't even, they was either just starting it or stop. You know,
Hmm.
college season was going on, so you know, you trying to figure out, you know, what if you gonna book something this year, or
Yeah.
do I need to make some arrangements because maybe next year might be a little better for me. So it's just tough. It's just tough, man.
What kind of challenges are you trying to, or hurdles you trying to get over personally in the near future?
I'm just, you know, just working on just me, man. Just, you know, how could I be, you know, a better man, you know, a better brother, better friend,
Yeah.
better son, you know, just working on me and just enjoying life, you know, just taking one day at a time, dog. That's it.
Got
Um,
you.
and just, you know, just try not to make too many excuses right now because you could develop bad habits during, you know, times like this. So just staying as active as I can.
Yeah. So, any roles that you're shooting for? Let's put it in the universe.
You know, I love comedy. Like I love comedy, so I love to do a comedy movie. I love to be in another series. Like HBO is amazing.
Yeah.
Um, but love to be in another series as well, cause I just like how, you know, a movie just kind of movie good too, but it's you know, it's only so much. I feel like series, a storyline keep going. And you like really get to know the person and you build with them, and it's almost like, you know, you part of their family or you part of their life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you have that same experience on Ballers? I'm assuming because like y'all, it seems like y'all. Well, it's not too many of y'all. It seems like a lot of scenes, but it's not too many if you really look at it.
yeah. I mean, it was dope, man. We had about like I want to say maybe like 6 to 8 main characters,
Yeah.
but man, everybody was real cool, real down to earth. Like it just felt like it was a good because I came from a team, you know, a team background playing football. So it just was an easy transition because it just felt like a team, like everybody was on one accord, you know,
Right.
and it was no ego, no pride, and we was
I
in
mean, you on the
Miami.
set with some of the greats, or even like The Rock's the
Yeah,
great, Dwayne's the
yeah,
great, and then you also have Denzel's son, and
yeah.
you got great ties to him. So, what you learn from those kind of guys?
Man, I just learned, man, like don't get rattled. You know, nobody perfect. You gonna make mistakes. You gonna slip. You gonna slip and fall. But it just what you do. Um, you know, after like I seen the Rock, you know, he'll mess, you know, he'll mess up a line or, you know, mess up a word or get tongue tied, but he just go right back to it. You know, he don't stay in it or dwell on it and be in his place and you know, just have fun, man. Everybody have fun. Everybody was so nice. Treated everybody how they wanted to be treated. Everybody was humble. I didn't really like see like no like, you know, prima donnas, divas. You know, everybody was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
cool, and I appreciate, you know, I appreciate that, and they was accepting of me. They knew where I came from. They knew my experience, but they was willing to teach and show, you know,
yeah.
show me. So I
And
appreciate them. They was patient with me.
that's dope. I mean, you did a wonderful job on that, bro. I'm proud of you
Oh
personally
man, that's
for all
love,
your
man.
skills.
Thank you, dog.
I'm sure all your brothers in this, or anybody who's here watching,
Yeah,
are
man, the
definitely
bros
proud
was
of
giving support, man. Like, you know, like every bride they met, like they just always show love. So I just, you know, it's just always appreciative of the friendship, you know,
you.
from the frat, cause yeah, everybody, you know, and they ain't even know it was the bros. They like, oh man, like I like the show, like you the bros, that's even better somehow. That's I
Yeah.
just, I like. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. Anything you have any other interests outside of acting that you currently pursuing outside of? I know you say you're doing esports.
Yeah,
Anything else
yeah.
you want
I've
to?
been streaming, man. Shit, I'm just about to start a podcast. I'm working on. I got my microphone. I just ordered my mic right now, but I'm
Okay.
about to start a podcast. It's called "I'm Supposed to Be Here." It should be. It should. I'm learning right now how to work everything going in. So I'm aiming for like end of this month. You know, my first
Okay.
episode, and then just writing, man, and yeah, just just staying active, diligent, dog. So, once it back open, I'm ready to go. You know, ready
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
it going. So, just staying busy right now, as much as I can. In the meantime,
Yeah. Now that podcast, it sounds promising. What you gonna talk about on that?
Man, I want to talk about oh, he said somebody said well Mike is it's a key AKG. I just seen somebody write that. I'm gonna be talking about, man, a little bit of everything, sports, fashion.
One of the bros on here, and I know him. He said, "Does he need an agent for esports?" He's joking, but
Hey,
he's
yeah,
serious.
hey, yeah. DM me, dog. DM
Yeah, he's a good one.
possibly,
He helps me
I'm always,
personally.
I'm always down to network. You know.
Yeah, he helps me personally. So
Yeah, I'm always down to network. Where you live at, dog?
I'm in New York.
Okay, got you. Okay, I like New
Yeah.
York. I ain't gonna lie, I like New York.
Funny thing is that you and I were on the same flight. It was like right around the time Kobe died, bro. You were coming from New York, going to LA. It was Grammys weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
I,
was a tough time.
yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I like New York, dog. I forgot. What was your question? I forgot what you was. I got
No, I
sidetracked.
just said we were on the same flight coming from New
Oh
York
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
LA
yeah.
around Grammys.
That's the last flight I've been on.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, me
yeah,
too. Actually, come to think
yeah,
about it.
yeah. That's the last flight I was on.
Yeah, bro. I mean, LA ain't the same without Kobe, bro. The world
Yeah,
ain't really.
yeah. It's that was tough, dog. I definitely was crying. I'm like, man, like, cause
Yeah,
I'm a Laker fan. Like I didn't see them win. You know, I didn't see the whole, you know, little the dynasty with Kobe, because it's a historic franchise already. But
yeah,
yeah, it was crazy, man. You just was like, damn. And I work out at Mamba Academy, one of them. So I'm just like, dang, like it just hit different. Like Nipsey hurt too, but like Kobe just hurt different. Like it's just different.
yeah. I mean, for me, it had like I wouldn't say a similar impact because I knew the trajectory that Nipsey was on. It was all positivity.
Right.
And Kobe's passing for me it hurt me personally because like one obviously his daughter being there was like the straw that broke the camel's back. But on top of all of that, like the fact that like everything that he lived for and his dedication to something and everything he did was just a great example for a black man. Like yo, you just do it. Like go
Yeah.
hard at one thing and be obsessed with it. You can,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I mean, like Nip was tough because a lot of people saw Nip like now, you know. If you like Kobe, you remember 18-year-old Kobe to
Yeah,
when he retired, like you know you seen most of his journey. So it just like you knew what he did, the work he put in, and what he was about to do post basketball as well. So
yeah,
yeah, it was tough. It was tough, man. It's still tough. Like
yeah.
it's still tough. I'm just like, damn. Like that was a sad day, and that's my he died on my dad's birthday too. I'm like,
Right.
so I'm just like, damn. Like
Yeah, that was
that's
that
a
was a
different
long
day.
flight home, bro. I was sitting next to Nick Young on the flight, and Kobe's his mentor. He
Yeah,
was
Swaggy
sleeping.
P.
He was sleeping, and I get the alert on my phone, and I'm like, damn, like should I tell him? You know what I'm saying? Like we got like
Yeah,
2 hours left on the flight, so I'm like,
yeah,
yo. So I get up, go across the aisle. I'm like, yo, Nick, bro, I hate to be the one to tell you, bro, but
right.
like that shit. Seeing his
You
reaction
don't
too,
even
I was like,
believe it.
yo.
You like not like you gotta land because you
That's
like,
exactly what he told me. He's like, yo, shut up.
yeah,
Stop
like
playing.
nah, like I didn't believe it. My mom called me. I'm like, no way, man, no way.
Yeah, crazy, bro. So,
Yeah,
let's go back to a bit more about you because I think your story is super interesting and it could be a good use case for bros who, or just any man in general who might have had aspirations to make it professionally in the sport
right,
and had to pivot because, like you said, like everything in your being was towards making it to the NFL,
right.
and the fact that you didn't make it was something that hurt you personally. But in reality, you had a degree you got from UCLA, and
Yeah,
you had a lot going on.
yeah.
So, like, what about that? Could you, like, looking back, could you tell someone like that might have missed that goal that they had fell short? Like, what can they do during that transition?
I would say, like, man, like, you know, stay positive. Like, it's easy to like get down, you know, harp on yourself and think about what you don't got, but like think about what you do got. Like you said, like I didn't even think about, and I did go to UCLA. I did get my degree. I got to play, you know, I got to play at the Rose Bowl, you know, stuff like that. I'm just thinking like I'm a failure. Like I didn't go to the league, so like I failed at life. Like all this
Yeah,
don't matter because I didn't go to the league, but it does matter. You know, it do matter. I mean, wherever you play, you could play D1 AA, you know, what is NAIC, like wherever. If you force yourself to play any sport after high school, man, it's a blessing. Like, cause some people like that's it for them. So it don't matter. It don't matter what division you play. You know,
yeah,
if they paying for your education, man, you winning. Um, and then I mean, just stay strong. It's a different time. You know, I would try to have as much influential people as you can around you to support you. You don't, you know, I feel like the people around you, you know, it could be toxic for you if you're around them type of people. And then, you know, just for me, I just took control of my life. I feel like for the longest, you know, when I was growing up, my parents, you know, they took care of me. Then I got to college, my coaches. So it was the first time in my life that it was on me. And
yeah.
and you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and just you know just go as hard as you can. And and,
100%.
you know, just work hard and don't be afraid of mistakes. Don't be afraid of failing. Like I think that's always on, like, because I feel like football kind of make you got to be perfect almost most of the time. And it's almost like if you make it, like you want to make a mistake to learn, but you don't want to make the wrong mistake because then you might get benched by your coach.
Yeah,
So you know, my acting teacher, he tells me, man, mistakes are gifts. You just gotta just, you know, just keep learning, stay in the present. You know, don't panic, don't worry about stuff. Some things you can't control. You try to think about things, you know, think about things next month, next year. Like you don't even know what tomorrow holds. Like just stay in the present, stay in the moment, and just be patient. You know, things take time.
yeah,
And it just make sure you doing your part, staying ready. You know, eating right, working out, getting sleep. You know, because you're gonna get the opportunity and you gotta shine. If you don't, that's on you. But you're gonna get the opportunity and you gotta kill it. Cause you might only get one.
yeah,
You know, I only had that one opportunity with ballers, dog. If I didn't go in there and do the best I can do, or if I didn't even show up, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now, you know?
yeah. I
So it's
hear
like
you.
you only get so many, but what I learned, you know, of course, you know, fear, you know, when I got the audition, I was scared, like, cause I ain't never acted before. I'm like, you know, it's HBO to rock. Like, even when we got on set, I was scared. Like, I'm like, you know, I got butterflies. I feel like I'm about to play a game. I'm like, man, this shit crazy.
Yeah,
But, you know, you just got to just go for it. Like, on the other side of fear, I learned is like happiness. You know, what you scared of make you happy. So
yeah,
it's like you really scared to be happy because you don't die. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like you die. You just have an experience and you have a moment. So,
yeah.
you know, just go. I'll just say, man, just go for it, man. Why not? And you know, it's okay to have a plan B. I know if you want to do ball, you want to do this, you want to do that. I'm just learning even now, like even with acting, I love acting, but you gotta have multiple streams of income coming in. You can't just it can't just be just one way. You know, look at Magic Johnson, look at LeBron. You know, you look at all these dudes, whoever you look up to, I guarantee they get their money coming in different ways. So, you know, I would say, you know, learn about different things, different things that you interested in.
You
And
preaching, bro.
yeah, network, man. You know, meet as many
That's the
people as you
biggest
can.
thing,
Meet as many
man.
people as you can. Network, and also know what you want to do. Like people want to help you. Like when I first got out of school, I was meeting with alumni, meeting with people just trying to figure it out, and people wanted to help, but they were like, if you don't know what you want to do, how can I help you? Like, you know, this cool going to lunch and catching up and getting out the office, but like, just be if you know what you want, be real particular and be real specific, and you know, people will know what you mean, and they'll talk to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, having that mission, that's important.
Yeah,
Having that
man.
North Star, because, you know, if you don't know where you're going, can't nobody help you get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly,
So,
absolutely.
with everything, have you seen everything going on with the HBCU stuff with these young
Yeah,
kids?
yeah, yeah. I have, man. I was, you know, I felt a certain type of way because I'm like, man, buddy going to Howard, but I went to UCLA, so I'm just like,
That's why
I'm
I
trying
want
to
to
get.
ask you, like, would you, if you could go back now, no, more than not saying nothing against UCLA, but more
Yeah,
understanding more about yourself, what decision would you make?
I mean, just for me at the time, it's just tough because like in California, there's no, we have one HBCU, but it's a grad chapter, but like you don't even know, like there's really no HBCUs in the West Coast.
Gotcha.
Like the one we got is a grad school, but you don't even know, like nobody knows that. So
Gotcha.
it's not really a thing. And like football, it's like it's always, it's been SC, UCLA, Oregon, Alabama. Especially if you want to go to the next level, they almost make it seem like if you go there, like it's looked down upon you a little bit. But then
That's
people I know that
crazy.
go there, they have an amazing experience though. They're like, man, I'm glad I went here. But it's almost like you going to HBCU as a last resort out here,
That's
like.
crazy.
And then
Because I mean,
sometimes some people rather go to junior college and try to go there and then bounce back and then go to a D1 because they just think like you have to go there. But at the end of the day, you see Buddy from the Bears. He went to what, North Carolina Central, I think, or A&T. I can't remember. He went to one of them joints. Um, and I mean, you see people here and there now. I think it's interesting. I hear experiences, and I'm just like, damn, I wish like if I didn't play sports, then I would have went to HBCU.
now, I
But
mean, look, for me now, knowing what I know and just
yeah,
understanding more about myself, and like, because look, somebody just said change the mindset. Like, I agree. Like, because everybody, they make everything else seem better than
right,
what we have. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And what's important about what we have is that we're making everything else seem dope. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
Kentucky ain't Kentucky without black faces.
you right,
Nowhere is nothing products that aren't anything without black music, black culture.
yeah,
So like if we apply all that to what we own, we build up our black designers, we build up, our HBCUs and appreciate them, then we have something to work with, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I understand what you're saying, like for your goals, you gotta
yeah.
make a tough decision.
Yeah,
So
it's just different being on the West Coast because like if I was down south or maybe back or maybe if I was in DC because Howard there and they got
yeah,
Bowie and other joints and maybe it would have hit me different, but like it's like D1 or nothing out here.
yeah,
But I mean, I hear, hopefully they change the narrative, like you said. I just think too, like the program just got to do a better job because, like, I hear experience. Some people go to HBCUs and they high school program was better than this HBCU program. So I
yeah,
just
it's
think
different
they got to
facilities.
make sure like they just got to make sure they do a better job like internally. And I think that's nothing to do with the student. That has to do with the school and how they do things.
Yeah.
Because like
I
even
agree.
right now, Morehouse and Art, they the first team to cancel their season. But I feel like some other things behind that, some other reasons why it's not just the COVID, but it's
Yeah.
it's tough though, man. But I mean, I hope now that I thought about it, I wasn't so selfish. I'm happy he did, and I hope he doing an amazing job, and I hope more people do start going because like it should, because like even like the baseball teams there, they got some HBCUs got white boys playing baseball for them because they just ain't got no black people that want to go or anything
Yeah.
like that. So I just think the schools need to make sure that they put a good budget for the athletics and really care. Because you hear about Grambling a couple years ago, they had mold in their locker room or something crazy. Like, you can't do that. We already not getting paid. So it's like you got to make sure you treat your players right. And that's what I will say going to UCLA, like everything was A1. They treated us right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we didn't get paid, but you
But
know, we,
it's
we
going, but it's
yeah,
gonna take a few guys to take that upfront risk, so
yeah,
the back end dollars come. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's gonna like that's why I think it was a power move for this kid to go there because
yeah,
up front is like the facilities in Kentucky are not
yeah.
crazy, they're not UCLA,
I
but
think what's big too, I know he doing a talk, but like him like after he get done and really like saying how it's because how his experience was, because that's really what's gonna get people like, because that's what got me. Because I'm hearing stories and I'm like, dang, like, you know, you can't go back in time, but you know, for the future, because when they hear that and they hear like how amazing it was, then that's when it really more and more start coming.
If you and just to pile on that, I don't know if you have any kids, but if you have a son, are you gonna push him to go to HBCU if he had to choose? What
Yeah.
direction are you gonna push him?
I don't have any kids right now, but you know, I'm gonna just encourage my son or my daughter to wherever they want to go. But I think by then it'll be a whole different time, a whole different generation. So, you know, I'm just encourage him to go wherever. If you want to go Ivy League, you
Yeah,
know, Pac-12, HBCU, but I just want him to make sure he does the right research on why he want to go there, and
yeah,
hopefully
that's
he
big,
talking
bro.
to some people. Hopefully I can help too, because if you think about this school, hopefully I can have him talk to somebody that went there, so he can really get the experience. But I would definitely, if he didn't say HBCU, I would definitely encourage him. Like, what about a HBCU? Like, what do you think about that? Because that's what
Yeah,
my dad. He said he wish, like, my grandmother. She went to my grandmother went to Alcorn in Mississippi. And like my dad, he was just like, he wished that she would have told him about HBCU, because my dad, he didn't get recruited. He didn't get recruited for ball too much out here, but he might have got opportunity out there at HBCU. But
yeah,
he didn't really know about it. He didn't have too much information. But I mean, now, they got the Black College Expo. They got the internet now. It's a whole different ball game. But
yeah.
I will definitely, like, if they didn't say HBCU, I would definitely, like, what about this? Just think about that, because
Right,
they
right.
because they deserve a thought for sure.
Absolutely, because that's the only thing that's not to say that's representing us, but that's something that
And
we it's
yeah,
us.
and
You know
almost
what I'm saying?
deserve, like, if I knew some people, or if I wanted to go, like, let's go to a homecoming so you can see, like, what time, like, what this all about, because it's better to see it than, like, you can hear it, but you got to see it too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Now, ultimately, I guess I think in closing, I'd like to hear where you see yourself 5 years from now. What kind of goals you have?
man, 5 years, man. Still gonna be in LA because I love
Still
it
gonna
out
be in
here.
LA.
It's the best coast. But 5 years, Dan, I'm about to be 31 next month, so I'll be 36. Like, couple more things on my IMDb acting wise. Getting behind the scenes. Like, I want to get on the creative side. Writing some stuff right now because it's quarantine, so you just try to pick up, excuse me, on new skills. But definitely another series, another movie by then. Um, podcast going crazy.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
you know,
Esports going
get
crazy.
a couple more cribs,
Hmm.
probably a new car,
Hmm.
and yeah, just keep living the dream. Just keep living the dream,
Yeah, bro.
and just keep working hard. Hopefully by then I can help. Start helping other people as well.
Yeah.
In their dreams too, because I really want to start this nonprofit organization. I think that's the next thing I'm gonna start, because I really advocate for student athletes, because I was one and I get it. And if you don't make it to the league, it's okay. Like,
What's
it's
holding
still
you
other.
back from that? What's holding you
Huh?
back from the non-for-profit? Time?
You said what?
What do you think's holding you back from the non-for-profit? You think it's time?
Um, I think just me, man. I think, like, it's something I really, like, thought of. Like, I think I want to say last summer, but I just know me, when I want to do when I want to do it, I want to do it right. So sometimes just take back. But I've been talking to the new AD a little bit at UCLA. We got a new athletic director, so I really want to start, like, at home base at my school, and then
Yeah.
eventually take a road ride, because I want to help college athletes get jobs after they get out of school.
Yeah.
The ones that, because it's only a small percentage of people that go to the league. And I mean, of course, start football, then eventually hit up all the sports, but just help them get something. I ain't gonna guarantee you ballers. But maybe background. You know what I'm saying? Like, start.
Yeah.
You got to. Everybody got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
and then you know and then some jobs, you know, sometimes you got to do them jobs that you don't want to do. Like we all didn't have that. You know, I didn't did little jobs, part-time jobs, but I think it just pushed you because you know you like I do not want to do that. I ain't trying to wait no more tables. I ain't trying to do no security. Um, you know, certain things. I ain't trying to work in no store. You know, so I think, you know, sometimes you got to do that stuff. So that's my, you know, that's what I want to definitely get into next, between now and these next 5 years, man. And yeah, man, just, you know, just living, just taking one day at a time. That's it. You know,
You
hope
gonna
God
kill it,
willing, I'm
bro.
gonna see next 5 years.
You gonna kill it, man. Proud of you. Keep
Man, appreciate
going.
it, dog.
I'm watching. I'm sure everybody here gonna keep watching you.
Absolutely.
And by the way, the frat, you should link up with the frat because I'm sure there's some young bros out here that could use
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm
some
always,
insight.
I'm always down to network, always down to fellowship.
Yeah,
You know, I be on the road. You know, my dad live in Atlanta. My mom live in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I love New York. Love Miami. I ain't got no kids, no girls. So I'm like, I'm free. So
oh, you gonna have a good time in all those
yeah,
things.
yeah. I'm just chilling, man. So, but yeah, definitely down to just, yeah, link up with some young bruhs, you know, just some young bulls. Cause like they next. They
Absolutely.
next, and it's time. You know, it's time. It's a good time to be black in the business, in any business, cause you know what's going on right now. I believe.
Yeah,
You know, you just gotta just you know just have tunnel vision. Just stay, just as long as you, if you hear and you focus, man, that's it.
yeah, bro. I appreciate you, Donovan. You and I gonna stay in touch, bro. I'm proud of you. Let's
Man,
keep it
love, dog.
moving, man.
Man, appreciate you, dog. Man, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for listening in. You
Yes,
know, thanks
sir.
ISQ, John, Quinnis, the Grand, everybody involved in making this happen. We want to thank them.
Man, love, dog. Real.
All right, dog. Peace.